You made it. Good job. We're now at the closing. I hope you've enjoyed learning all these things about how to elicit responses and other supporting practices that are going to really be effective for your students. So now you've learned about eliciting frequent responses. What are the next steps? Well, let's think about this in terms of the DBI framework here. So we've talked about using effective methods of eliciting responses as part of your use of explicit instruction principles. That is all going to support students because you're going to maximize their participation in the lesson. You're going to maximize their cognitive engagement. And the result is that they are going to do better, we hope at least, in the DBI framework. Next time you look at the progress monitoring data closely, they've responded. And it could all be because you've been working on the ways you've elicited responses. These are all of the things that we've talked to you about doing in order to maximize those responses. I'm not going to go through, describe all of them again. You have 5 different parts worth of things you can do to look at all of those. So that's the checklist again, just to remind you about this. And this is important for the final part we're going to ask you to do here. You've gone through all of these different activities in Module 6. Great job. Many things you did, and hopefully you did a great job on them. Got those quizzes right, did those discussion board posts and everything else. And now we're down to the last of doing a journal entry and a classroom application. So for the journal entry, the goal here is for you to be prepared to do the application. So it's great. The journal entry gets you ready for it. So in terms of the methods of listing responses, we want you to choose 2 from the response card that you'd like to use more often, that you don't do enough. I'm sure many of you, like me at one time, spent a lot of time doing individual student responses. We want a different method. We want you to think about a different way of doing it. So think about then a lesson where you wished you had done it differently. And then talk about how in an upcoming lesson you can actually use these methods better. Why do all this? Because then you can actually execute the lesson. Give you a chance to now apply all the things you learned. Some of you will have coaches to help you along with this, and they have materials that they can use to give you support around that. But not all of you will have a coach. If you don't have a coach, hopefully you have an instructor who's going to help you do some of this work. Maybe you're going to turn in a video of your instruction to them and they'll talk with you about it. So after you've implemented, it's important that you don't just do this on your own. There's someone there to talk about you with, talk with you about it. So you have a really clear sense of how you can elicit response in ways that maximize student engagement and so that they are cognitively processing the key content. I know you can do it. I know this is something you can do better. It's something that I always work on doing better, and I'm excited for you to give it a try. Unfortunately, I won't be your coach, but I hope that your instructor, your coach, a partner is giving you some good feedback to help you increase your teaching even more. So congratulations on completing Module 6. 5 parts, an intro and a closing, and we hope that this has really helped you with that. So long for now.